yourself?
Note to self, don't say any bad things now. The red light's on.
She said we'll play poker and we'll play for keeps. I only play angels lately and they never let me cheat.
So yeah, first of all, why won't you add us on Facebook?
You know what? I'm really cagey about who I am. I've got, you know what? I've got like a public Facebook, like the official page and everything, and then my personal one. No offense, I'm really cagey about who I am, mate. Sorry.
We're not bastards, you know that.
I didn't think you were bastards, but I just, yeah, I've got a very small number of people on my Facebook.
Thanks for the whiskey, by the way.
Thanks for the whiskey. Yeah, my pleasure. Did you enjoy it?
We've not enjoyed it yet. We brought it with us.
Okay, fantastic. Are you going to enjoy it tonight?
Yeah.
That was, you know what, I've been drinking a lot of whiskey lately and I just reached a point where suddenly it was like, I don't need any more of this at this moment in my life. So I'm glad it went to good home.
Yeah, it's alright, we're going to get really fucking drunk. I actually signed it because I was inspired by Francis Bill Murray story. I was like, I'm going to come back and go, no, you bought that and just drank it.
It's a great story, the Bill Murray story.
It is.
Okay, so we're going to go questions.
Yeah.
Alright.
Today's the 8th day of the tour, is it?
Yeah, could be.
Yeah, how's it been so far?
It's been great. It's kind of nice coming back and doing kind of venues of this size in the UK. It's been a while, but it's really fun. And it's amazing having Franz and Ben along as well, because they're both super awesome, talented, lovely people. Yeah, it's pretty easy going this tour, to be honest with you. I've done tougher runs.
Do you think the audience feel the same way about Ben and Franz? They're taken to it quite well?
Yeah, I think they are actually. I mean, there have been a couple of shows where sometimes some shows have more intense crowds than others.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And some nights you get a crowd where there are just some people who are determined, who won't even pay attention to the headline acts. You know what I mean? They're just propping up the bar, being hipsters all night. You know, it's not my place to tell other people what to do with their lives. I do slightly wonder why they bothered paying to come to the show if they could have done exactly the same thing in a pub round the corner without paying the entrance fee. But, you know, that's their prerogative in life. But yeah, for the most part, I think Franz and Ben have been going over really well.
Do you consider this the England Keep My Bones tour, or is that the November tour? Is this just...
I don't know, both, either, neither, whatever you want really.
No, but just say it must be kind of odd touring it on an album that isn't like...
Yeah, kind of. It's out soon, you know, it'll be alright. I mean, yeah, November, I suppose from my record label and stuff would say that the November tour is like the official album tour, because they've been out for a little while then, blah blah blah, but I think, you know, I've been playing a fair bit of new stuff on these shows. So.
You've had a day off in the last 8 days.
I have.
What happened to you? Well, I thought you were out of court, man.
You know what, I'll tell you what mine, yeah.
We used to do these interviews and be like, what I do is go home and have a bath.
Right? I had a day off yesterday. Before yesterday, my previous day off was in Chicago about 18 days previous to that. Right? I think that's quite good.
That's alright, actually.
Yeah. So you know, and I mean, you know, there was some international transatlantic travel in the middle of there with no days off.
What did you email them from, like?
Singapore, I think you emailed me from.
Check me out.
You finish the UK tour at the end of the month and then head off into Europe.
Yes.
Going for that, let's go back to mainland.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing Social D again, actually, to be honest with you, because like they're lovely guys and we had an amazing time touring with them in America, so that'll be fun. It's going to be, you know what, well, talk about tough schedules. The next kind of stretch of this tour into Europe is going to be really hard, because the day after the end of this tour, I've got 2 of the most insane days of my life. We've got rehearsals and promo and for radio and TV, and then straight onto a bus in the evening, and then up and doing like a show in Germany, and it's going to be tough. But you know what? I'll make it.
Yeah. you say you're looking forward to seeing Social Day. Are they looking forward to seeing you?
I think so. Well, they asked me to do the tour, to tour with them again for a second time, so that presumably means the first time went quite well.
I'll stop being great.
You're doing a lot of big festivals as usual,
Yeah.
but you're missing Glastonbury. You're disappointed.
I am disappointed about that, actually. There are reasons for that, which I can't really go into, but yeah, it's disappointing, not least because they've got Fallow year next year as well, so it'll be 2 years before I'm out there again. It's a shame because I like Glastonbury, but you know, I don't have any plans to hang up my touring hat for at least another kind of 50 years, so it should be alright.
That's alright then. So what is that like? Another 100 interviews between now and then?
Yeah.
England Keep My Bones is out in about a little bit about it?
Yeah, I think it's quite good. It's got 12 songs on it, or 15 on the deluxe version.
I know what's on
that's what record labels do. But yeah, it's. I hope it's more ambitious than previous records I did. That's certainly what I was trying to do. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of, it's sort of hard to talk about unless everyone's heard it. But I'm proud of it. I think it's really good. So I hope other people like it too.
You're working again with, if I can pronounce this right,
Yeah,
Tristan Evermere.
Ivan, yeah.
He produced Campfire from Mark.
Yeah, he did, and he mixed Love Iron Song. Yeah, yeah, it was really good actually because like Poetry Deep went off and worked with Alex Newport, which was fun and good, and I like Alex a lot, and he did a great job. But it was a little bit kind of like, listen, boys, gonna go off and work with a big producer now, kind of thing. and I kind of retrospectively, I sort of wonder whether that was the best decision. And this time round, I fought quite hard to say, I want to go with somebody who's my friend. I know him. He lives in London. I've known him for years, and I know what I want, and I know that he knows what I want. And we don't need to be going, we're going to go off and record with T-Bone Burnett or something like that. It's like Tristan could do the job, and I'm really, really stoked about the production. It's really happy about it.
Do you like one track in the church?
Well, no, we recorded the whole studio. He works at the Church Studios, which is in Crouch End, which is basically, there's a big church and half of it is still a church, and the other half is a studio that was kitted out by the Eurythmics in the 80s, and it's where they recorded Live Aid. So totally channeling Midge Ure while doing the record.
Did you ever get some crossover where there's like a mask going on and you're recording an album?
No, it's pretty well audio isolated, the studio. I did have a bit when we did, there's a song on the record, Glory Hallelujah, there's like an atheist anthem, if you like.
It'd be the best time to get a crossover.
Yeah, I was stood on a chair conducting a sort of makeshift gospel choir, and it suddenly occurred to me that if I'm wrong, then I'm really fucking. You know what I mean? It's just because it's like, in a church and everything,
You did the track Franz Nicolai?
Yeah.
2 tracks? Is that only 1 track?
On the record, I think he ended up playing 3, maybe. Basically, what happened was he was touring the UK and he crashed around where I was crashing, and in the morning I got off, prodded him into a taxi, and I was like, come on, let's go. And we got him up to the studio with his accordion, and he played.
We know you're a big fan of Hal Steady.
Yes.
Yeah. Is that like a big fanboy?
A little bit, yeah. You know what?
Like we act around you.
No, I'm much more fanboy, much less cool. No, I was a bit wary of talking to Franz about the whole study because I know that he didn't leave under necessarily the best relationship, and also, I know what it's like to have everybody yakking on and on and on about the band you used to be in when you're trying to do something under your own steam. So I was a bit kind of nervous about talking to him about it, but we got into it the other day, and we've been doing a whole study song in the set actually lately. So yeah, I'll probably do that tonight.
Position.
You can ask me to marry you.
No. 2 quotes on the composition.
You do the 2 quotes.
Right, we've got 2 quotes, and I've been meaning to ask you this since like day 1, right? And this is, he's going to make it like a segment every time we interviewed you. Dumb shit people have said to us about you.
Right, okay.
Stupid things
Okay.
people said. First one is, I was talking to someone, and I was like, oh, do you like Frank Turner? He said, I haven't heard him, but I didn't like Million Dead. Well, it's a pretty stupid thing to say.
Yeah, but I mean, you know what? It's really, I'm too old to be criticising people for their approach to music and stuff like that. And I've probably said vaguely similar things about people's old bands and solo projects in my time. And at the end of the day, there's no law saying everyone has to give me a fair listen. And I'm glad that enough people do for me to have a career. So it's a shame in a way, but it's not like anyone died. Do you know what I mean?
The other one's even more stupid.
Yeah, someone said that you've got loopy left politics.
That's just factually incorrect. Really. That's yeah. I'd almost like to sit down with that person more simply because I don't think I could in any way be described as left wing in my politics.
I don't think I've got anything.
I'm a pretty extreme libertarian in my politics, which, some people characterise it as right wing sometimes. I think that's bollocks personally. It's kind of, I believe in freedom above all else. I think socialism is a terrible idea. I think that the 20th century was 100 years of people trying out different variations of socialism, and all of them ended up in war and mass death. So, you know, I don't know what else people need out of a trial of a belief system in order to conclude that it's obviously bollocks. But I mean, we had international socialism, national socialism, and agrarian socialism, and each one resulted in a genocide of some description. So, fuck off socialism. I mean, and it blows my mind that people don't see that. It really does. It's like, guys, we tried this. Do you know what I mean? As a species, we really did, and it was rubbish every time. So let's not bother with that anymore.
Thing in film, what's it called? Whatever Works. It's like you've got a guy out there.
Yeah, Larry.
Socialism doesn't work on the general concept that it thinks that people are generally nice, just not.
Yeah. Well, it's just, you know, and the other thing as well is, I get very irate as well with people who kind of go, oh yeah, but the next time. And it's kind of like, you know what, every time you have one of your little trial runs at socialism, millions of people die, and it's like, you know, what are they, just natural wastage in your attempt to dream up your perfect system? Utterly callous motherfucker. You know, actually, if you, well, we start talking about politics now.
Yeah.
If you, you know, not that for any second this precludes any criticism of anything, but we live in a both historically and geographically extremely odd time in the sense that we live in a society that's free, rich, comparatively equal, in which people can pursue their own dreams and their happiness, and that's never really happened before and isn't really happening anywhere else in the world. So before you go on about how like we live in a society that's just like Nazi Germany, no it isn't. Do you know what I mean? No, it isn't vaguely like that. It's just fuck off. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, let's instead of, you know, trying to sort of oh sorry instead of trying to, you know, just let's kind of enjoy the positive things about the society we live in and look at ways of kind of spreading them out to more members of the human race, as opposed to kind of going capitalism shit. It's like, it isn't really. Do you know what I mean? It's actually quite good. It's certainly a lot better than anything else we've tried. And you know, world GDP has increased since capitalism was introduced beyond all possible dreams and measures of people in the 18th century. So.
Saying about like people being wasters, and there's like when the Cuban Missile Crisis was going on, it looks like a Che Guevara quote that says like, well, let's just have the nuclear war. There'll be enough of us left over to start again.
Yeah, right.
It's just fucking insane.
There is an alarming callousness. Yeah, the problem with revolutionaries is they always think that they'll always be in charge of the revolution, which is just never the case. You know, and it's like, you know, you think it's fine to put a few people up against the wall and shoot them for the benefit of your cause, but believe me, once you start doing that, then you will be the next one. It's pretty fucking idiots.
Just straight up from politics. The same guy that said that started this all and also said you write songs like Razor Lights, sell records.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a cuss.
He seemed quite angry about it.
Huh. You know what? I've never written a song solo record in my life. I couldn't give a shit whether people like what I do. Honestly, right, I've got one of the best jobs in the world, which is that I get to do what I want creatively and make a living out of it. If at any point I ceased to be doing exactly what I wanted to do, I wouldn't really be interested in doing it anymore because the fun would be taken out of it. So, you know, there are people as well who write songs to sell records, and that's fine if that's what they want to do. It's just not really my bag.
I'm going to do one of that. I just want to make money.
Be cold back.
I don't have any money. Yeah, kind of. The first one is you do this one because I kind of stole the limelight.
We did an interview with Jeff Rickles from Thursday.
Oh,
We
yeah.
gave him a pair of socks as well.
Ah, nice. What did he say?
He
He was like so happy
I did,
about
it
the
was a bit,
socks.
at first he was like, are these pre-worn? It was like, no, they're new. I was like, oh, that's okay, then cheers.
Wow,
He's a lovely man.
But basically we got down to this thing and we got this idea going, and we want you to put a percentage of your profits that you make from music from now until death or whenever you stop, percentage to fund a Chuck Reagan fishing show. What percentage would you like to give?
You know what? The thing is, I really don't think I need to do it from now until the day I die, because I can understand the point about starting capital.
Yeah,
I reckon
yeah.
once you got it going, I wouldn't watch a fucking show. Could it be more than fishing though? Could it be just Chuck Reagan's manly hour? Like, he just goes around and like builds shit, chops a tree, you know, does a bit of fishing, sings a folk song, you know, beats up some bad guys, and then signs off at the end, you know, with stay safe, friends. Drink some whiskey. I would say, yeah, that's what he said. He was, all right, friends, everybody, all right, everybody, staying safe. that, you know, once you've got a couple of episodes under your belt, that would be a runaway smash.
Yeah.
So I'd be, you know, instead of talking about percentages, let's say I would be prepared, if I could find the money, to front the money necessary to make a pilot episode of that show.
Right. I'm going to work on this. I'll come back to this. Is on record.